Buzz from the clip, no name, just style. Moves come coded, I don't need dial. Fade through noise like a beam on file. Stacked in the cut with a razor dial. Stacked in the cut with a razor dial. Two-tone fade with the cuff on stack. Phone clip tight like a Motorola trap. No strings, just taps. I maneuver the lane like I typed in cheat codes into every frame. Digits blink back from the pocket fold. Voice on ice, every phrase too cold. Slide through doors like a pop-up spree. Talk soft, but I sting like a line from 3. Streets stay hot, but my pace too clean. Got moves that sync like a boot-up screen. Flick through beats like a burned-out disc. Still press on wax like a DJ's wrist. Buzz from the clip, no name, just style. Moves come coded, I don't need dial. Fade through the noise like a beam on file. Stacked in the cut with a razor dial. Stacked in the cut with a razor dial. Tab open, but the chat stay ghost. My words travel far like a broadband boast. Fit too crisp like a pixel frame. Talk rich, but I move like I'm ducking fame. Heel on the edge of a mall top rail. Still drop gems like I wrote in braille. Mag strip worn, but the past still tap. Cash in the slang, got it folded in rap. Emerson Blink with a throwback name. Whole city map like a PS2 game. Grew in the haze of a Napster break, but I stay in control like a hand on brake. Buzz from the clip, no name, just style. Moves come coded, I don't need dial. Fade through noise like a beam on file. Stacked in the cut with a razor dial. Stacked in the cut with a razor dial. Too slow, not a tempo shift. Eyes off freeze when my footstep near. Control the room, but I barely exist. I don't speak much, still the mood unclear. One lean and the whisper spread. Didn't say none, still the signal bled. Shoulder drop made the hallway split. Clock ain't tick, but the pulse legit. Posture calm, but the vibe just cracked. Whole crew move like I pressed it back. Didn't blink twice, now the echo stretch. Eyes on me like I drew that sketch. Yeah, small knot made the tension spike. No change shown, but they guess the type. Shadows roll while I plant my heel. Breast stay flat, but I bend the steel. Blink too slow, now the tempo shift. Eyes all freeze when my footstep near. Control the room, but I barely exist. I don't speak much, still the mood unclear. No need to flex, but they tuck they chain. Move 1 inch, now they dodge that lane. Didn't mark turf, but the space felt mine. One soft breath, realign that spine. Didn't show cars, still they fold on cue. Move like myth, but the docs say true. Didn't touch mic, but the quote got spread. Didn't post thread, just move like dread. Low hat dip and the talk went mute. Baseline walk like a courtroom suit. Didn't break sweat, but the scene got loud. Calm so sharp it divide the crowd.
Blink too slow, not a tempo shift. Eyes all freeze when my footstep near. Control the room, but I barely exist. I don't speak much, still the mood unclear.
Static in the lane, I don't chase new lanes. Frame stay still, yet I reframe frames. Gravity on calm chains, break off chains. Pulse stays cold, but it warms up games.
Notebook crease like a day one plan. Backpack light, but the stands feel grand. Clap on two, then the floorboard snaps. Pockets on quiet, but the ore still claps. Tape in the deck, little hits in the gaps. Breath stays dry while the cadence maps. Angles clean, I align these lanes. Minimal talk, but I widen domains. Static posture, yet I pivot the route. No trophy, flash till the hallway shout. Slow blink measure, then the crowd leans in. No stunt needed when the bar stays thin. Hands in the hoodie, but the count stays true. 8 bars later and the scene turns. Static in the lane, I don't chase new lanes. Frame stay still, yet I reframe frames. Gravity on calm chains, break off chains. Pulse stays cold, but it warms up games. Keep it plain like a barcode print. Still get scans when the rhyme meant hint. Shoulder stay low, but the metric goes high. Numbers on stride, not a try, hard try. Stairwell echo from a shoe tap click. No reverb haze, just a clean cut kick. Budget on hush, but the fit reads boss. Posture on profit while the spin stay lost. Puzzle these beats like a locker room lock. Full count turn and I land on the dot. Map out the hall like a bar line grid. Corners get soft when the drum says bid. Static to the eye, but the math stay live. Every little pause makes the next bar drive. I don't chase new lanes. Frame stay still, yet I reframe frames. Gravity on calm chains, break off chains. Pole stays cold, but it warms up games.
Page turn crisp like a chalk line snap. I draw tight squares, then I lap that lap. Classroom clocks keep losing my count. I set my tempo and collect that amount.
Cut phrasing with a dry mouth grit. No muddy tails, let the consonants hit. West side swing with a trap core lock. Footwork neat on the metronome block. Silence in pockets, then a bar head thump. Hook comes quick like a jump shot pump. Line sketch while the crowd hits peaks and
Static in the lane, I don't chase new lanes. Frame stay still, yet I reframe frames. Gravity on calm chains, break off chains. Pole stays cold, but it warms up Fade through the static, got my tone on cash. Steps too light, but I move too fast. Line never blink when I slide in past. Clocked in stealth with a no sound blast. 2 rings flat and the screen stay dark. Still get through like a shortcut mark. Footprint light, but the code embedded. Fit don't flex, just move poetic. .com breath
with a sidewalk slide. In for a link in a North Face high. Talk too slick for a trace or a ping. I just reroute past like a prepaid thing. Glance don't stick, but the pace get tracked. Wrote my verse on a contact hack. MP3 brain with a compact soul. I upload steps when the night unfolds. Through the static, got my tone on cash. Steps too light, but I move too fast. Line never blink when I slide and pass. Clocked in stealth with a no sound blast. Never said much, let the signal send. Page lit up with a loop on bend. I don't glitch, I compress my space like a raw with a self-made trace. No tags, red when I pass through malls, but the eyes still shift like a ringtone call. Breezing kicks like a late night post. Still ghosting lanes like a dial-up host. Zone never shift, just the walls change tone. I walk like a track that you can't Shazam on. Logged in brief, but I stay logged deep, and my echo live long in a 5-bar suite. Fade through the static, got my tone on cast. Steps too light, but I move too fast. Line never blink when I slide and pass. Clocked in stealth with a no sound play. Track got bounce, but the pace don't trip. Each step time like a router blip. Bag zip shut, but the message stay loud. It's all in the lean and the shift of the crowd. 3-bar scan and I blend through haze. Game set low like a bootleg phase. All got weight, I don't raise my tone. Still walk like a loop in a payphone zone. I don't blink when the coast turn gray. Just fade through frames like a CRT ray. Mapped in the cut, but the scans feel live like I whispered the beat in a floppy drive. Through the static, got my tone on cast. Steps too light, but I move too fast. Line never blink when I slide and pass. Clocked in stealth with a no sound blast. Then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note. Blink, then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note. No trace left when the tap go light. Name not saved, but the tone sound right. Bounce on beat like a sidekick glitch. Each step sync like a firmware switch. Whip don't rev, but it hum too clean. Voice too crisp like a CD sheen. 4-4 tag on the back of the page, but I still get through like I crack a cage. Input fast, never miss one tick. Every phrase built like a retro flick. Haters still lag when the zone go live. I stay in the thread like a PS5. Blink, then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note. Blink, then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note. Compact this with the scratch intact. Still rock clean with a Y2K tack. No chain flash, just a glow in grid. Whole fit muted like a me space vid. Firewall up, but I breached that gate like a torrent on stealth with a bootleg crate. I don't flex, just switch the beat like a DJ swap on a 1-bar repeat. Tagged in loops that the net can't find. Still walk the walls like I bent that line. Cool so low, it don't read this threat, but I load each move like a custom set. Blink, then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note. Blink, then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note. Infrared slip with a denim fold. Breathing calm like a loop on hold. Every pass by feel like a scan, but I left that glitch in the route I ran. Never too loud, but the bars hit quick like a BlackBerry buzz in a cafe click. Flick through noise like a voicemail tag. Still shine muted like a thrifted flag. I ain't seen, but I've been that path. Built-in stealth with a polygon laugh. Lines stay clean like a fax page link. Disappeared twice, they still can't blink. Blink, then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note. Blink, then I'm gone, no map, just code. Heat in the hand like a dial-up mode. Line on lock, got the tower and load. Push through the jam with a silent note.
I don't
chase noise, let the signal drift. Move like a patch in a shadow shift. Words hit soft, but they still uplift. Bar so clean, it don't need no lift. Yeah. No ping back, but the signal still glow. Steps mapped out like a demo show. Pace too light for a trace 2-track, but the wave I leave got the streets off map. 3-dot blink, then the whole room hush. I drift like a cursor with a touchscreen touch. Fit plain black, but the thread encrypted. My voice cut clean like a zip just lifted. Tap no screen, but I root that sound like a passcode share when the lights go down. Style don't bark, it just speak in tone, and I goes through lanes like a ringtone clone. I don't chase noise, let the signal drift. Move like a patch in a shadow shift. Words hit soft, but they still uplift. Bar so clean, it don't need no lift. I don't chase noise, let the signal drift. Move like a patch in a shadow shift. Words hit soft, but they still uplift. Bar so clean, it don't need no lift. Talk like a wave on a dial-up tone. Still sound rich through a prepaid phone. I don't post much, but the thread go live like a line of code with a back-end drive. Every glance I drop, feel time collapse like I blink twice in a VHS lapse. Slide through malls in a blacked out zip with a walk so still like I muted the clip. Flip mode phrase with a Game Boy mime. My slang too rare for a close source fine, and the booth go cold when I plug my lane like a lo-fi beat through a fiber chain. Chase noise, let the signal drift. Move like a patch in a shadow shift. Words hit soft, but they still uplift. Bar so clean, it don't need no lift. I don't chase noise, let the signal drift. Move like a patch in a shadow shift. Words hit soft, but they still uplift. Bar so clean, it don't need no lift. No flash signs, just a tone that lingers. I scroll through time with cassette deck fingers. No foul found, but the script still play, and I step through static like a 3G sway. Off-grid tags with a zero-let name. Still sync my path in a crossfade frame. Hands in pockets with a world in mind. Every beat I ride got a glitch rewound. I ain't loud, I just sit in range with a barcode soul and a carrier change. Even silent moves make the record skip. When you type my line, better watch that grip. Chase noise, let the signal drift. Move like a patch in a shadow shift. Words hit soft, let the still uplift. Bar so clean, it don't need no lift. I don't chase noise, let the signal drift. Move like a patch in a shadow shift. Words hit soft, but they still uplift. Bar so clean, it don't need no lift, yeah. Ghost in the dock like a phantom folder. Signal too faint, but the line sound bolder. Fit got heat, never seen no soda. Move too slick when the city get colder. Tabs on mute, but I move through screens. No name tag, just a path unseen. Double click steps when the block look plain, like I snuck in quiet on a cell tower chain. No rear receipt, but the words still echo. Inbox full, but the text too retro. Sidekick buzz when I lean off axis. Still been streets like I'm dodging taxes. Glitch in the code, I reside in breaks. Walk like a tap from a high-risk trace. No broadcast, I just face through loops like I mapped out silence in arcade boots. Ghost in the dark like a phantom folder. Signal too faint, but the line sound bolder. Fit got heat, never seen no soda. Move too slick when the city get colder. MySpace chain with a Napster soul, but I walk like a code from a stolen road. Dot matrix breath with a fax machine. Grand steel print moves like a sneaking wind. Zip file drip with a tagless flex. Don't need stats when the fit reflects. Echoes bounce in a glass tint dome, and I reroute sound like a dial-up tone. 808s knock like a PSP frame. I just goes through lanes with a startup name. No ID flash, just motion blur, and I trace each step like a screen recorder. Ghost in the dark like a phantom folder. Signal too faint, but the line sound bolder. Fit got heat, never seen no soda. Move too slick when the city get colder. No light beam, but I still upload with a tone too rare for a scan to hold. Every word placed like a stealth command, and the rhythm don't stop when I lift my hand. Crack the file with a thrifted key. Still breathe like a loop from an 03 beat. Inbox dry, but the style too rich. And I code each verse with a palette switch. I don't talk much, just leave these signs like a typo carved in a hate text line. Step through smoke like I split the phase, and I exit each scene like a flip book maze. Ghost in the dock like a phantom folder. Single too faint, but the line sound bolder. Fit got heat, never seen no soda. Move too slick when the city get colder. I'm in the cash, can't trace my tag. Low mid-air, no script to lag. Pass the firewalls with a throwback drag. Run my lane while the system snag. I don't blink when the port get hit. Still ride clear through a signal split. Chain don't swing, just link on mute. And my line cut deep like a boot up flu. Firewall flex with a back end pace. Name don't flash in the shared database. I was logged in quiet when they screamed too loud. Still built in stealth with a mesh knit shroud. Proxy on, but the speed feel native. Walk with a tone that sound outdated. Zip drive glide with a sideways scroll. I loop through lanes with a vintage soul. I'm in the cash, can't trace my tag. Low mid-air, no script to lag. Pass the firewalls with a throwback drag. Run my lane while the system snag. Locked from a space that don't read GPS, but my line still map with a code and finesse. No heat flash, but the waves still bump like a Winamp bar on a basement thump. Kick in the dirt with a thrift store jaw, but I loop so clean they don't check no flaw. Move like a pop-up, gone too fast, and I land with grace in a broken cast. Talk too light, but the words weigh tons, like a packet sent out through a glitch that runs. Real low-key in a high ping zone, and I shine so cold in a flip phone tone. I'm in the cash, can't trace my tag. Low mid-air, no script to lag. Pat firewalls with a throwback drag. Run my lane while the system snag. Dash don't blink, I control that drift. Right in silence, but the verse still lift. No upload bar, but the wave complete. And I built these steps in a temp lock suite. Dial can't catch when I roam too fast. Still talk clear through a ghost type cast. I don't mark scenes, I just slip through frames. And I ghost these lanes in invisible flames. Style too plain for a scan to ping, but the thread connect like a back end string. I walk in code with a silent hum, and I loop each pass like a vintage drum. I'm in the cash, can't trace my tag. Low mid-air, no script to lag. Pass the firewalls with a throwback drag. Run my lane while the system snag. I'm in the cash, can't trace my tag. Low mid-air, no script to lag. Pass the firewalls with a throwback drag. Run my lane while the system snag. Oh. I'm in the cash.
Yeah. Buzz don't ring and just blink and slide. Left no ping, but I still reside. Fit don't talk, but it speak my pride. Walk like a ghost with a page of guide. Thrift tag low, but the drip looks ill. Slide through malls like I cut the field. No code scan, just a hush on pass. Still get marked like a backstage pass. Ringtone mute, but the vibe still hum like a cracked CD that refused to run. Tag no brand, but the stance look crisp and the bar cut deep like a disc get flipped. I ain't layered my steps in a VHS maze. Fit too rare for a .com phase. Line so cool it avoid the trace, and I move like a file that you can't replace. Buzz don't ring and just blink and slide. Left no ping, but I still reside. Fit don't talk, but it speak my pride. Walk like a ghost with a page of guide. Buzz don't ring and just blink and slide. Left no ping, but I still reside. Fit don't talk, but it speak my pride. Walk like a ghost with a page of guide. Message came through on a backlight tap, but I aired that sound with a callback map. Fit too plain for a screen to claim, but it glowed like a booted SNA's game. MSN tab with a sidekick glitch. Walk so still, but the script gets switched. Data in steps that don't show in logs, and I stretch these loops like a stolen jog. Clap don't echo, but the beat stay fat, like a zipped up rhyme on a one-tax chat. Slide through haze with a hardline look, still print each word like a recipe book. Buzz don't ring and just blink and slide. Left no ping, but I still reside. Fit don't talk, but it speak my pride. Walk like a ghost with a page of God. Buzz don't ring and just blink and slide. Left no ping, but I still reside. Fit don't talk, but it speak my pride. Walk like a ghost with a page of God. Glide on mute through the midnight crowd. No one here but the drip too loud. Each phrase print like a thermal roll, and it fits so rare it distort the scroll. Archive moves in a thumb drive twist, but the rhythm bounce like a skipless disc. Talking codes with a palm type beat, and I log off clean when the set repeat. Silent route, never seen no boast, but the fit land sharp like a DJ post. One last ring from the page of burst, then I fade through walls like I hacked the verse. Saying buzz don't ring, it's just blink and slide. Left no ping, but I still reside. Fit don't talk, but it speak my pride. Walk like a ghost with a page of God. Buzz don't ring, it's just blink and slide. Left no ping, but I still reside. Fit don't talk, but it speak my pride. Walk like a ghost with a page of God.
Phone on hold, I'm in walk mode only. Step too light, but the code move lonely. Page don't load, but the script still know me. Style got weight like a boot up Sony. Hey. AirPods dead, I just ride with air. Talk don't play, but they all still stare. Every word buffered like a cashed out lane, and I move like lag in a no Wi-Fi train. Jacket too plain, but it red like stealth, with a thrifted tee that speak no wealth. Hands in the fleece with a barcode map, and my name offline in a lowercase rap. No GPS, just a subway car, but I drift through nodes like a USB shard. Ziploc pace with a glide on loop, and I walk through static like a bootleg troop. Phone on hold, I'm in walk mode only. Step too light, but the code move lonely. Page don't load, but the script still know me. Style got weight like a boot up Sony. Ringtone silent, but my fist still ring like a sidekick text with a slow down ping. No brand flash, but the tag encrypted, and I scroll through streets like a file restricted. Talk stay soft, but the line gets saved in a thrifted zip with a mid-fade wave. Never caught seen in a default zone, but I move like tabs in a grayscale tone. Cash on card, but I tap with ease, and the beat don't drop till I ghost these keys. I ain't press play, just drag that scroll in the frame. I step in a low bit roll. Phone on hold, I'm in walk mode only. Step too light, but the code move lonely. Page don't load, but the script still know me. Style got weight like a boot up Sony. Offline mode, but I still send clues like a typed out code with a thrifted fuse. Steps real slow, but the route get built, and I never miss bars cause the frame too tilt. Window half cracked with the bass turn low, and I bounce through loops like a cashed out flow. No need tags when I talk too rare, and I write each verse like a stolen snare. Only got one speed, don't touch that pace. Every bar scroll like a cut and paste. Talk too light, but it hit on time, and I walk these lines in a pixel spine. Phone on hold, I'm in walk mode only. Step too light, but the code move lonely. Page don't load, but the script still know me. Style got weight like a boot up Sony. tag disabled. Move too slick like a glitching cable. Scroll don't save, but the vibe stay stable. Rhyme so dry, it don't need no label.
Click don't hit when I slide through doors, like a thrift store boot with encrypted chords. Low-key talk with a no-track beat. Still stack lines like a sidekick cheat. Page unfollow, the log went mute, but I ride each step in a barcode suit. Alert don't ring, just a dim back light. Still walk clean like a DNS fight. Tag don't flash when the tone too soft, and I load my move like a pop-up lost. No browser open, but the cat still flick, and I goes through threads with a sideline tick.
Don't have my name. The tag disabled. Move too slick like a glitching cable. Scroll don't save, but the vibe stay stable. Rhyme so dry, it don't need no label. Talk too coded, they can't decode, like a prepaid flip in a no sound mode. Line don't lift when the beat cut tight, but I scroll through space in a thrifted night. Bounce don't flex, just repeat on loop, and I ride no map with a stealth group. Waves on hush, but the drip still slap like a reverb track in a tape deck rap. Style unread in a mall tag zone, but I screen cap looks in a fax tone phone. Voice too flat for a live preview, but the bar still hits like a crack menu. Don't have my name. The tag disabled. Move too slick like a glitching cable. Scroll don't save, but the vibe stay stable. Rhyme so dry, it don't need no label. Don't need no label. Tag won't stick cause the code too bent, and I print low res in a high invent. No ping back when the link go dark, still leave one bar like a trademark mark. Slide too calm when the tone turn black, like a barcode fade in a silo stack. No nod given but the fit still scan, and I mute each frame like a clipped out plan. Final move slow like a tape unwind, and I scroll through notes that the net won't find. Exit clean with a barcode glide, and I loop these words with a tag denied. Don't have my name. The tag disabled. Move too slick like a glitching cable. Scroll don't save, but the vibe stay stable. Rhyme so dry, it don't need no label. It don't need no label.
Proxy steps, they don't trace my pace. Road new routes in a silent space. Map don't load, but I slide with grace. Track get lost when I lift that bass.
No IP flags, the clickless spin. Still tap new lanes when the thread looked in. Logs don't show when I match that zone, like a thrifted vibe in a stealth ringtone. Scroll stay locked, but the bar stay live. I don't ping back just to let waves drive. No check-in code, just a ghosting glide. And I bend each step like a silo slide. A ringtone off, but the claps still match. And I shift through keys like a retro patch. Proxy flow in a zone unmapped. Still got bounce like a snapback strap. Yeah.
Proxy steps, they don't trace my pace. Road new routes in a silent space. Map don't load, but I slide with grace. Track get lost when I lift that bass.
DNS break when the flow cut through, like a cash hit bar in a thrifted queue. Talk don't trend when the words this dry, but I move like wind through a firewall sky. Link too dead for a scan to find, but I stay online with a shifted mind. Cam don't catch when I pass that mark, and I layer these thoughts like a watermark. Patch on stealth with a sound so slight, and I drift off beat in the neon night. No sign left when I ghost that lane, just a bar so crisp it can split domain.
Proxy steps, they don't trace my pace. Road new routes in a silent space. Map don't load, but I slide with grace. Track get lost when I lift that bass.
Voice don't echo when the code go get set, but I press that style like a magnet there. Tag too blank for a bot to read. Still log each bar like a lost stampede. Fade through files that the crowd don't know, like a zip inside of a dial-up flow. Final click land with a side pad lean, and I bounce through noise like a zine unseen. No repeat key when the pass go dead. Just a thrifted tone and a link unread. Walk don't blink, it just boots and clears, and I fade out cool with no tracing ears. Like proxy steps, they don't trace my pace. Road new routes in a silent space. Map don't load, but I slide with grace. Track get lost when I lift that bass. Yeah.
Clock ran out, now the mode expired. Thread too late, I don't need what's wired. Click don't save, just a prompt I fired. Move too clean when the code retired.
Timeout bar with a barcode fit, like a bootleg drop in a lock screen hit. VPN low, but the route still land with a thrifted pace and a ghost type brand. Power went red when the steps got cold. Still scroll through file with a signal old. Autofill gone, but the form still known. And I tap one key like a tone grown clone. Settings all gray, but the style still bright with a rollback move and a flashlight night. Thread got skipped when I passed that gate, but I still write sharp like a no-log slate.
Clock ran out, now the mode expired. Thread too late, I don't need what's wired. Click don't save, just a prompt I fired. Move too clean when the code retired.
USB fried, but the data pull with the zip so smooth it don't look full. Touchscreen crack, but the feel stay right, and I drift through zones like a download flight. Auto mode gone, so I type by hand. Still trace each step like a flight plan scan. Nothing preset when I cue that lane, but I break each loop with the tag gun chain. Claps don't hit when the tone too dry, but I move like code through a 3G sky. Line went flat, but the print still live, and I bounce through dust with a thrifted drive.
Clock ran out, now the mode expired. Thread too late, I don't need what's wired. Click don't save, just a prompt I fired. Move too clean when the code retired.
One last flash when the script got cut. Still print bold and the drive unshut. Log got white, but the tone don't fade, and I move off grid like a DIY grade. Power down smooth with a no light swing, like a thrifted charm with a flatline ring. Settings erase, but the verse remain, and I drop these keys like a shutdown chain. Last bar land with a no vibe face, like a ghost run thread in a fallback space. No retry hit, just a line inspired by a clean exit made when the mode expired.
Clock ran out, now the mode expired. Thread too late, I don't need what's wired. Click don't save, just a prompt I fired. Move too clean when the code retired.
Check and clap me.
Spot drip slow, I lean and sip. Backpack tilt with a half zip flip. Step don't rush, but the line gets split. One side look and they tight in grip. Didn't post dance, but the vibe got picked. Didn't nod once, but the squad got clicked. Bell just rang, I don't chase that sound. Flick one sleeve, always slowing down. Step off beat, but the rhythm still track. Didn't mark map, but they shifted back. Wristwatch glow from the corner glass. Didn't time class, but I moved that mass. Zip no sound, but the teeth lock sharp. Didn't start game, but I cut that part. One gulp hold while the crew talk fade. Didn't shout name, but the voice got played. Wall got tags, but my path stayed plain. Didn't mark lane, but I changed that train.
Didn't flip hood, but they switched that stance. Didn't blink wrong, still I read that glance. Didn't touch phone, but the tone went loud. Didn't push wall, but I cleared that crowd.
Spout drip slow, I lean and sip. Backpack tilt with a half zip flip. Step don't rush, but the line gets split. One side look and they tight in grip. Didn't post stance, but the vibe got picked. Didn't nod once, but the squad got clicked. One loop bell, I still hold pace. Didn't clock roll, but I fixed that face. Left foot drag on the vinyl tile. Didn't flex none, but the hall ran mile. Dry go break while the light turned dim. Didn't flick ash, but I smoked that limb. Corner crew froze with a step held tight. Didn't bend line, but I warped their night. Button up pop from the locker bang. Didn't toss chain, but the key still rang. No word thrown, but the talk got spun. Didn't show threat, but the fear got done. Spout drip slow, I lean and sip. Backpack tilt with a half zip flip. Step don't rush, but the line gets split. One side look and they tight and grip. Didn't post stance, but the vibe got picked. Didn't nod once, but the squad got clicked.
No carrier, tone just died. Tap that lane, then I cut all ties. Signal low, but the vibe don't lie. Boss stayed up while the car went dry. Car went flat like a bootleg beat, but the verse still roll in a 2-bar sweep. Router blinked and the thread went black. Still wrote code with a thrift store stack. Bluetooth off, but the drip still sync. And I scroll like hacks on a Palm Pilot link. Message don't send when I ghost that screen, but I log each bounce in a retro scheme. USB loose, but the bar stay plugged like a signal lost in a landline shrug. Type 2 pings, then I broke that lane and I walked off clean with a no data chain. No carrier, tone just died. Tap that lane, then I cut all ties. Signal low, but the vibe don't lie. Bar stayed up while the car went dry. Airplane flash when the screen went dim. Still bounced each note in a thrifted simp. Vic got scanned in a lagged out zone, and I switched those hands like a prepaid phone. Tone went blank when the beat got steep, but I walked through cracks in a ringtone sweep. Facts too late, but the point still land with a click so dry it could skip on sand. Ping don't bounce when the app go no, but I barcoded steps like a print control. No log read, but the move got scanned, and I flexed through void with a shutdown brand. No carrier, tone just died. Tap that lane, then I cut all ties. Signal low, but the vibe don't lie. Bar stayed up while the car went dry. Drop that car like a line on fire. Still echo through blocks with a thrifted wire. Tone too clean for the net to trace, but I print my name in a ghosted space. No retry, just a paused out ring with a style that snaps like a payphone swing. Message too late for a thread to find, and I walked out clear with a digital mind. Last bar blinked with a modem side, then I typed one hook and I said goodbye. Trace went flat, but the beat still ride like a ghost in sync with a car that died. No carrier, tone just died. Tap that lane, then I cut all ties. Signal low, but the vibe don't lie. Bar stayed up while the car went dry.
Static route, no reroute set. Each step hit like a sun fade cassette. Packers stay firm when the wave get wet. Scroll locked down in the thrifted net. No, the AC CP, just a manual lane. Still send this heat through a dial-up strain. Trace too tight for a map to bend, and I move through bits with a thrifted send. Line too flat for a rerun route, but the sound still cut like a dropout scout. No auto path, just a typed-in trace with a bootleg style and a zero lag pace. IP mask, but the ports still blink like a CDR burn in a midnight sync. Logs don't show where the path begin, but I ride through static with a looped-in grin. Static route, no rewrote set. Each step hit like a sun-fade cassette. Package stay firm when the wave get wet. Scroll locked down in a thrifted net. Hard code lanes with a thrift stove twist, and I mark each step with a lo-fi list. Route don't shift when the crowd move wide. Still tap through storms with a point to guide. Old frame router with a clip-on patch, but the lines stay live when the bass dispatch. No fallback, no, just a bar too deep, and I ride through jams in a no-skip sweep. Pack it too raw for the cloud to claim, but I drop each hook like a tagless flame. Line got flagged when the port went red, still bounce with calm through a vinyl thread. Static route, no rewrote set. Each step hit like a sun-fade cassette. Package stay firm when the wave get wet. Scroll locked down in the thrifted net. One-way frame through a handheld plan, and I glide through noise with a no-glitch scan. No backup boot, just a solid thread. Still kick these balls with a thrift-fed spread. Map don't flip when the speed go null, and I load that verse like a cashless pull. Trace too pure for the line to stall, with a lock so clean it don't blink at all. Final byte sent through a blank domain, and I ride out calm like a tape refrain. Tag went ghost when the switch went mute, but I still move clear on a static route. Static route, no reroute set. Each step hit like a sun-fade cassette. Package stay firm when the wave get wet. Scroll locked down in a thrifted net.
Shoes strike ground with a coldest sound. Angles align while the lights spin round. Breath hold calm though the weight press fast. Every still pose make the moment last. Eyes don't move but the block all turn. Corners fold quick when the silence burn. Frame so firm like a law unscrolled. Even muted stands keep the power bold. Pulse in the hush let the city know. Ground keep time with the stance I show. Pulse steady, the block comply.
Crowd lean closer, don't know words I say. Corners collapse when the weight extends. Ground pull steady,
The block comply.
ground pull steady.
The block comply. Crosswalk hum with a signal tight. Every compost to define the night. Shoes cut sharp with a hidden law. Even mute a step make the city draw. Eyes hold firm while the air divide. Corners rearrange when the stance applied. Frame don't bend though the scene turns loud. Silent and calm still divide the crowd. Pulse in the hush, right among so true. Ground in silence keep the law renewed. Ground pulse steady, the block comply.
Crowd lean closer, don't know words I said. Corners collapse when the weight extends. Ground pull steady,
The block comply.
ground pull steady.
The block comply. Rust on the core, but the voice still true.
still true.
Every line cut with the block made view.
Rash crack wide from a night long pass. Draft in my hand with a verse to cast. Button stick slow, but the call still lasts. Every note press got a truth held fast. Coin slot jam with a shake too loud. Page scribble quick when I dodge the crowd. Memo too sharp for the fake allowed. Every rhyme stick with a voice too proud. Handset buzz from the static bleed. Draft don't quit when the block still need. Every line live like a planted seed. Ledger too strong for the night's mislead.
Ledger too strong for the night's mislead.
Rust on the core, but the voice still true.
Every line cut with a block made view.
Sticker pill feign on the booth, half shade. Draft in the book from the nights I stayed. Page flip raw when the ink cascade. Every rhyme stand with a block parade. Receiver swing from a chain too thin. Slip curl quick but the mark locked in. Memo too bold for the noise to spin. Every word sharp like a line on skin. Shadow lean long from the light too weak. Draft cut deep when the blocks still speak. Page stay firm when the nights look bleak. Ledger on call with the vow I seek.
Ledger on God with the vow I seek.
Rust on the core, but the voice still true.
Every line cut with the block made view. Every line cut with the block made view.
Rust on the core, but the voice still true.
Buffer underflow, bar too fast. Still stack lines that the thread won't pass. Beat overflow when the loop don't last. Ride through gaps with a thrifted blast. Ram got stretched, but the code still spit with a thrift store flame in a low bit kit. Loop went thin, but the bounce stayed live like a cashed out track on a floppy drive. CPU heat when the clock ran slow. Still I spit these bars like a test console. Line too raw for the page to scan, but I stamp my path in a thrifted plan. No stack, save when the bites collapse. Still bar through breaks with a thrifted lapse. Auto run, skip, but the sound too firm like a debug script with a one-line term. Buffer underflow, bar too fast. Still stack lines that the thread won't cast. Beat overflow when the loop don't last. Ride through gaps with a thrifted blast. Buffer underflow, bar too fast. Still stack lines that the thread won't cast. Beat overflow when the loop don't last. Ride through gaps with a thrifted blast. Overclock high, but the bass stay flat like a burnt CD in a snapback hat. Code don't stick when the stack too small. Still flow through cracks with a bypass call. Logs got lost in the flood too steep, but I kept each bar in a thrifted sweep. Clip went red when the frame misread. Still my voice land clear like a live thread spread. Packet drop quick, but the loop still tight, and I goes through noise in a late night bite. Tag don't scan when the low too low. Still I ride through space in a thrifted flow. Buffer underflow, bar too fast. Still stack lines that the thread won't cast. Beat overflow when the loop don't last. Ride through gaps with a thrifted blast. In the log so plain like a thrift store sound on the crack domain. Overflow hit, but the
tone don't break, still bar through silence in the no-lag state. Cash don't save when the beat too steep, but I ride through skips like a lost drum sweep. Last by far with a muted glow, and I close this set with a buffer underflow. Buffer underflow, bar too fast, still stack lines and the thread won't cast. Beat overflow when the loop don't last. Ride through gaps with a thrifted blast. Buffer underflow, still stack lines and the thread won't cast. Beat overflow when the loop don't last. Ride through gaps with a thrifted blast.
Blinked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf. Linked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf. Watch flip up like a razor in motion. Glide through zones like I mapped that ocean. Signal flash quick, but the talk stay dry. Low tone voice got the crowd on wide. I don't chase noise, I just ping and pivot. Stacked in the silence, but the code stay vivid. Still thread kicks with a walk so clean. Fit in sync like a JPEG scheme. Ringtone mute, but the steps too loud. My shift leave loops in the echo crowd. Patch through heat with a page I wrote. Every bar pressed like a voting quote. Linked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf. Linked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf. Bluetooth till no cords in range, but the sound still hit like a ringtone change. Sub in the backseat, rumble the verse. I was burning CDs while they still rehearsed. Tagged up denim with a laser fade. Got style archived in the Winamp wave. All black tee with a static touch. Words so sharp they could glitch your clutch. Payphone echo when I talk too low. Still stream speed like a DS throw. Window tint, had the eyeline swing, but the stance too bold for a casual thing. Linked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf. Linked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf. Sidekick flip with a graph tag screen. Palm got heat like a prepaid scheme. Move so smooth, a mistake for a loop, but I shift like a cursor in a backroom boot. Velcro strap on a throwback fit like a timestamp line and a text hit. Talk got weight when the scene go hush. Still make ripples with a thumbstick crush. Slide through haze with the mode on lock. Whole vibe stitched like a thrifted stock. Slick with the pace, never tried too loud, but the buzz still rise through a dial-up crowd. Linked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf. Linked on the side with the band on stealth. Move like a ghost, but I speak on wealth. Tap to the line like a check on self. Buzz through noise with a clean top shelf.
Firewall Drift. I just phased through heat. Bar so crisp till the line repeat. Code too slick for the guard to see. Slide through blocks with a thrifted beat.
Porsche tight, but I crack that frame like a thrifted key in a hallway flame. Logs don't flag when the drift too cool. Still pass through gates like a backdoor tool. Trace don't show where the steps got hid with a coded stamp and a thrifted grid. Alert when red, but the bar stay calm, and I loop each rhyme like a bootleg charm. Pack it too sharp for the wall to catch. Still bounce through fire in the thrift dispatch. Rules set close, but the flex too wild, and I goes through cold with a barcode style.
Firewall Drift. I just phased through heat. Bar so crisp till the line repeat.
Code too slick for the guard to see. Slide through blocks with a thrifted beat. Rules don't stick when the past too old, and I surf through fire with a hand so bold. Block list set, but the vibe don't care. Still route these sounds through a midnight stare. Intrusion flag, but the style too fresh, like a thrift store drip in a coated mesh. Warning don't pop when the log's this dark, and I ride through smoke with a watermark. System tried hard, but the breach got in with a two-step nod and a thrifted grin. Bar so locked at the door too weak, and I move through walls like a code you need. Firewall drift, I just phase through heat. Bar so crisp till the line repeat. Code too slick for the guard to see. Slide through blocks with a thrifted beat. Logs don't hold when the frame corrupts. Still I spit through cracks with a thrifted cut. Block too weak for the flow I send, and I map each lane like a loop, no end. Alert got dropped in a crash so plain, but the route still stand in a thrifted chain. Final step through with a ghost type glide, and I close this gate on the other side. No wall high when the beat this low. Still drift through fire with a coded flow. Last bar land with a calm so swift, and I fade through heat with a firewall drift. I just phase through heat. Bar so crisp till the line repeat. Code too slick for the guard to see. Slide through blocks with a thrifted beat.